So it probably comes as no surprise to you that customer service really sucks out there in the world. But what I want to share in this video are some of the main reasons that customer service is really so bad out there and show you ways to make sure that it doesn't impact you and your organization. Now in this video today, I'm going to share with you why most customer service problems, they aren't about training, they're not about policies, but they are about mindset. So here are 7 destructive beliefs that quietly destroy your service culture and how you can flip them. So I'm going to share something with you that might seem a bit surprising. Okay, but all those customer service experts that are out there telling you it's about better policies or maybe it's more training and putting the customer first. Okay, those are all important, but they're missing the real story. And that is exactly why most businesses really struggle with service, while at the same time, their best people keep burning out, wondering why nothing they're doing is making a difference. And so the truth is, the problem isn't your customers, or it's not your management, it's not even your paycheck, but it's the 7 stories you keep telling yourself as to why you can't deliver a great customer experience. And so today we're going to break them down and we're going to rewrite them. Story number 1, we're short-staffed. There's no time for great service. Now, I hear that one very often, and believe me, I get it. All right, I've been there. But here's what I've learned. Excellent customer service doesn't require more time. It requires more intention. Looking somebody in the eye when you speak, okay, that's free. Saying thank you, like you actually mean it, and not just as you're going through the motions and looking at the next customer as you quietly push them out the door. Now, that takes the same amount of time and energy as saying it robotically. And don't get me wrong, being short staffed is a real challenge. But treating people like interruptions to your day, that's a choice you make. Story number 2, they don't pay me enough to care. Now, look, I understand the frustration. All right, fair pay matters, absolutely. But here's the shift that really changed a lot of the way that I think. Excellence isn't a gift that you give your employer, it's an investment in yourself. Because think about this now, every single interaction that you have with your customer is building your personal brand. Because every customer could be your next opportunity or reference or maybe a connection. When you deliver great service, you're not doing them a favor. You're building your future. Story number 3. Why bother? Nobody appreciates good service anymore. But here's the thing. Bad service it has become so common that getting just good service, I mean, it feels extraordinary, doesn't it? Now, not everybody is going to notice, but the right people do. And those are the customers who really become loyal. They refer others and they make your job easier. So you aren't performing for everybody, okay? But you are connecting with the people who actually value what you have and what you bring to the table. Story number 4, difficult customers make it impossible to stay positive. And this is another one. Now, I get it, all right? Some people, they are having a rough day and they take it out on you. And believe me, that's never okay. We should never put up with abuse. But here's what I have discovered. All right, your professionalism. Now, that isn't a reward for their good behavior. It's your standard. Now, you maintain it not because they deserve it, but because you are a professional. You aren't going to be able to control their energy, but you can control yours. And that's really where your power lies. Story number 5. Now, it's not life or death. It's just coffee. It's just food, retail, whatever it is that you sell. It's not that big of a deal. And to you, it is routine. You've done it 1,000 times. You've answered the same question 1,000 times. But to them, they might be asking it for the first time. They might be purchasing this for the first time. This might be the one bright moment in a really tough day because you have no idea what someone is walking in from. Maybe they just had a difficult conversation with their spouse. Maybe they had a stressful morning, or they got bad news, or they're being laid off from their job. So you get to be the person who has the chance to make their day a little bit better. Right? And that's very powerful. And it really matters more than you know. Story number 6. It's not my job to make people happy. And you're probably right. It's likely not in your job description to make people happy, unless you work out at Disney World. Okay, but here's what separates just good employees from those unforgettable ones. Anyone can process orders. Anyone can follow procedures. But creating genuine moments, making people feel seen and valued, that's rare. And rare gets noticed, rare gets remembered. And that's story number 7. Leadership doesn't care about great service. They only care about the numbers. And sometimes that is very true, and it is frustrating. But here is your opportunity. Be the example that proves what's possible. Be so consistently excellent that they just can't ignore you. All right, and to the leaders watching this video, now, if you only celebrate metrics without recognizing the people that are creating those great customer experiences, you're really missing the point. Because what gets celebrated gets repeated. Now, every single one of these stories I've told myself, and my guess is you have said them to yourself at one point or another. And they feel real because the frustrations behind them are very real. But here's what I have learned over the years. Customer service excellence has never been about perfect conditions. It's about who you choose to be, especially when it's hard. Okay, because great service is never wasted. It is always invested in your reputation, in your opportunities, and your future. So just remember, customers don't and shouldn't define your attitude. Okay, you do. And those unforgettable moments, those come from small human choices to really make a difference. So if you are ready to shift from frustration to excellence, visit us at www.snowassociates.com to explore some of our training options. I've also got some free tools that I'm going to link to down there in the video description below. There you'll be able to gain access to our customer experience mapping tools, to our customer experience checklist, and you'll find a document that has the 5 customer service mistakes that most companies make and learn how you can avoid them. And if you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to link to another video over here that I think you'll find to be helpful. So, thank you very much for watching, and keep choosing excellence, even when it's tough.